Have you ever wondered about the end times? What does the Bible really say about the final days of the earth? In the vast universe of biblical teachings, one concept has fascinated and perplexed believers and scholars alike for centuries: the end times. This refers to the final days of Earth as we know it, a period fraught with cataclysmic events, divine judgment, and the ultimate redemption of humanity. The mystery surrounding the end times has led to a myriad of interpretations, each one a unique perspective on this intriguing concept. Some view the end times as a literal sequence of events, filled with apocalyptic horsemen and celestial cataclysms. Others see it as a metaphor, a symbolic representation of humanity's spiritual journey towards salvation. And yet, there are those who believe it to be a prophecy, a forewarning of what is to come if humanity continues on its current path. The Bible, as our primary source of information, paints a vivid yet complex picture of the end times. The book of Revelation, often considered the most mysterious book in the Bible, is filled with cryptic visions and symbolic narratives that many believe to depict the end times. However, it is not our only source. The Old Testament too is rife with passages that hint at the final days of Earth. From the prophetic visions in the book of Daniel to the poetic lamentations in the book of Isaiah, the end times echo throughout the sacred scriptures. But what does this all mean? Are we living in the end times? These are questions that have been asked for generations, and while we may not have definitive answers, we can certainly explore the possibilities. We can delve deeper into the biblical passages and interpretations that might shed some light on this enigma. So, are we living in the end times? Let's delve deeper into the biblical passages and interpretations that might give us some answers. The Book of Revelation, a text shrouded in mystery and symbolism. What does it tell us about the end times? This final book of the New Testament is a kaleidoscope of vivid imagery and cryptic language that has sparked countless interpretations. It is an apocalyptic prophecy, filled with foreboding visions of the end times, and it has intrigued and puzzled readers for centuries. Take, for example, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. These ominous figures are often interpreted as symbolizing conquest, war, famine, and death. They are believed to represent the calamities that will befall mankind during the end times. Then we have the beast, a monstrous entity mentioned in the 13th chapter. With 7 heads and 10 horns, it's often depicted as a terrifying creature. Many interpretations suggest it symbolizes a powerful evil empire or ruler that will rise during the end times. And of course, we must address the infamous number 666. This number of the beast has long been associated with evil and is believed by many to mark the identity of the Antichrist. Theories abound, from it being the numerical value of a person's name to representing imperfection or incompleteness. However, it's essential to note that these interpretations are not universally accepted. Some scholars see these symbols as metaphors, representing broader themes of power, evil, and destruction rather than specific entities or events. Others interpret them literally, believing that they foretell precise events that will occur in the end times. Regardless of the interpretation, the Book of Revelation is a rich tapestry of symbolism that provides a fascinating insight into early Christian eschatology. Its mysterious nature continues to captivate us, inviting us to delve deeper into its enigmatic passages and challenge our understanding of prophecy and symbolism. The Book of Revelation is a complex and cryptic text, but it's not the only biblical source that speaks about the end times. The Old Testament too contains intriguing prophecies about the end times. But what do they mean? Our journey into the mysteries of the end times takes us back, way back, to the ancient scrolls of the Old Testament. Here, we find prophecies that are as complex as they are compelling. Let's delve into the books of Daniel and Isaiah, shall we? In the book of Daniel, we encounter a series of visions, dreams filled with beasts, statues, and enigmatic symbols. These have been interpreted in a myriad of ways. Preterists, for example, believe that these prophecies were fulfilled in the past, specifically during the reign of the Roman Empire. They see the beasts and symbols as metaphors for historical events and figures. Historicists, on the other hand, view these prophecies as a timeline of events spanning from Daniel's time to the end of the world. The statues and beasts, in their view, represent successive empires and rulers. Then we have the futurists. They argue that these prophecies are primarily about events that are yet to come, events leading up to the end times. The beasts and symbols they believe are prophetic images of future powers and happenings. And finally, there are spiritual interpreters. They see these prophecies as symbolic representations of spiritual realities, not necessarily tied to specific historical or future events. Isaiah, too, has its share of end-time prophecies. Interpreted through the same lenses, these prophecies paint pictures of a future filled with judgment, redemption, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. These Old Testament prophecies add another layer of complexity to our understanding of the end times. But what does all this mean for us today? Well, that's a puzzle we'll continue to unravel as we explore the fascinating world of biblical prophecy. Many people believe that we're living in the end times right now, but is that really the case? Let's delve into the signs of the end times as described in the Bible and compare them with current global events and trends. The Bible speaks of wars and rumors of wars, of nation rising against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It describes famines and earthquakes in various places. But these, it says, are just the beginning of birth pains. Today, we witness conflicts and natural disasters around the globe. Are they merely coincidences, or are they the prophesied signs of the end times? The Bible also warns about moral decay, a time when people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Isn't it uncanny how much this mirrors our society today? However, while some see these signs and conclude that we're indeed living in the end times, others caution against date-setting and sensationalism. They argue that these signs have been present throughout history and that every generation has thought they were living in the end times. They stress that the Bible itself warns against false prophets and date-setters, saying that no one knows the day or the hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. So are we living in the end times? The answer is not straightforward. It's a topic that invites a lot of debate, a lot of soul-searching, a lot of studying, and a lot of prayer. It's a topic that challenges us to examine our beliefs, our actions, and our priorities. Whether we're living in the end times or not, the Bible's teachings about the end times have profound implications for our lives. The end times prophecies aren't just about predicting the future, they also carry a message for us today. You may wonder, what could ancient scriptures possibly have to say to us in this era of technological marvels and scientific discovery? Well, the answer lies in the heart of the prophecies themselves. These prophecies, while seemingly shrouded in mystery, provide a moral compass. They call us to repentance, urging us to turn away from our wrongdoings and to seek a life of righteousness. They are a reminder that our actions have consequences, that there is a higher power observing, and that we are accountable for our deeds. But repentance is just one side of the coin. The other side is faith, unshakable belief in the divine. The prophecies call us to place our trust in something greater than ourselves. They encourage us to believe in God's promises, His mercy, and His love. This faith serves as a beacon in the storm, a light guiding us through life's darkest moments. The prophecies also stress the importance of moral integrity. They teach us to live honestly, to treat others with kindness, and to uphold justice. These teachings, though ancient, are timeless. They remind us that our character, our moral fiber, is what truly defines us. Finally, the prophecies instill a sense of hope. They tell of God's ultimate victory over evil, assuring us that good will prevail. This hope gives us the courage to face life's hardships, to persevere through trials and tribulations. It's a promise of a brighter future, a world where peace reigns supreme. As individuals and as communities, these teachings are crucial. They guide our actions, shape our beliefs, and influence our societal structures. They challenge us to strive for a better world, to be the best versions of ourselves. In the end, the Bible's prophecies about the end times challenge us to live with purpose, integrity, and hope, no matter what the future holds.